Welcome, dear students, for Standard 6th, Subject General Science. Today we will be learning about chapter number 8, Our Skeletal System and the Skin, Module 1. My name is Ms. Jagjit Kaur. Students, before beginning with the module, let's see what are the learning objectives. So in this chapter, you all will be learning about organ system and skeletal system. Then you all will be learning about bones, long bones, short bones, flat bones, irregular bones. Then what is fracture? What is X-ray? Then you will be learning about the joints. That is two types of joints, movable joints and immovable joints. Then in movable joints, you will be learning about hinge joint, ball and socket joint and gliding joint. Can you recall which organ systems do you see in the figure alongside? Yes, the organ systems seen in the given figure are digestive system, muscular system and skeletal system. Students, now let's do one activity. We have to complete the following table by telling the function and the body cavity of the organ given. So the first organ is heart. Function of heart is to pump blood to different parts of the body, that is circulation. And the body cavity is rib cage, chest, thoracic cavity. Then the next organ is lungs. Lungs help in adding oxygen to the blood and removal of carbon dioxide, that is respiration. And the body cavity is rib cage, chest, thoracic cavity. Then the next organ is intestines. Intestines help in digestion, absorption of nutrients. And the body cavity is abdominal cavity. Then the next organ is brain. Now what is the function of brain? Brain coordinates all the movements and process in the body, that is control and coordination. And the body cavity is cranial cavity, that is skull. Now let's learn about the organ systems and the skeletal system. Human body is made up of many organ systems, each of which performs specific functions. For example, circulatory system, it circulates the blood and lymph throughout the body. Nervous system, it transmits signals to and fro from the organs to the brain. Digestive system, it helps body to digest food. Then respiratory system, it helps to breathe. It helps to absorb oxygen from the air so the organs can work. It also cleans waste gases such as carbon dioxide. Then we have muscular system. It is responsible for movement. Nearly all movement in the body is a result of muscle contraction. So amongst the many organ systems present, the system which gives definite shape to the body, provides support and protects the delicate organs inside the body is known as the skeletal system. The skeletal system is composed of bones of various shapes and sizes and the cartilage. Now students, what is cartilage? Cartilage is a tough but flexible tissue that is the main type of connective tissue in the body. Students, bones are hard, non-flexible structures forming the framework of the skeletal system. And there are two main components of bones, that is biotic components and abiotic components. The biotic components are the bone cells. These are living cells which have the capacity to divide. And the abiotic components include calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, minerals, and salts. Calcium imparts strength to the bones. There are 206 bones in an adult human body. Changes in size and length of bones occur only up to a certain age, after which it stops. However, length and size of bones is not similar in all individuals. For example, taller people have longer bones. Now, depending upon the size and shape, bones are classified into following four types. That is, long bones, short bones, flat bones, and irregular bones. Long bones. These are the bones of arms and legs. For example, humerus, that is arm bone, and femur, that is thigh bone. Short bones. Short bones are smaller in size. Their primary function is to provide support and stability with little movement. For example, carpals, that is wrist bone, and tarsals, that is foot bones. Now, what are flat bones? Flat bones appear flat. Their primary function is to provide protection to the important organs in the body. For example, sternum, that is breastbone, and cranial bone, that is skull. Now let's see what are irregular bones. These are groups of bones that do not fit in any of the above mentioned categories due to their non-uniform or irregular shape. For example, vertebrae forming the vertebral column and pelvic girdle forming the hip. Students, can you tell by identifying the animals from the pictures of their skeleton? Yes. Figure A is a picture of horse. By observing the skeleton, we can identify that the picture is of horse. Then figure B, by seeing the skeleton, we can identify that the skeleton is of dinosaur. Then figure C, the skeleton is of fish. And figure D, the skeleton is of snake. Now let's understand about fracture. What is fracture? A severe accident may lead to a broken bone, especially bones in the legs or arms. And this broken bone is known as a fracture. It causes severe and unbearable pain, and the broken part swells immediately. And the treatment for fracture includes applying a plaster, cast that holds the broken bone in place while it heals. Now, what is X-ray? A fracture in the bone can be identified by an imaging technique that uses X-ray. The image thus obtained is known as X-ray image. The X-ray image helps to identify the exact spot where the bone is broken, and X-rays were discovered by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. Students, now let's learn about joints. Joints are defined as the places where two or more than two bones are connected to each other. Joints provide flexibility to the rigid skeleton. A type of connective tissue known as ligament is present at the joints, connecting two bones to each other. Joints can be classified as movable joint and immovable joint. In movable joint, bones can move, that is bend or rotate. For example, joints in the arms and legs. And in immovable joint, bones are fixed, thus they cannot move. For example, bones of skull, that is other than the lower jaw, and bones of ribs. Movable joints are further classified as hinge joint. This type of joint allows the movement of bones in a 180-degree angle, but only in one direction. For example, elbow joints, knee joints. Next type of movable joint is ball and socket joint. In this type, the rounded head of one bone fits perfectly into a cup-shaped socket of the other bone. It allows movement in an angle of 360 degree in two or more directions. Examples of ball and socket joint are joints of shoulders, joints of hip. Third type of movable joint is gliding joint. Bones forming gliding joints slide over each other. It allows multi-directional movements. For example, wrist joints, ankle joints. So students, this was the end of module 1. Now let us summarize what we have learned in this module. So we learned that the system which gives definite shape to the body, provides support and protects the delicate organs inside the body is known as the skeletal system. Then bones are hard, non-flexible structures forming the framework of the skeletal system. There are 206 bones in an adult human body. And depending upon the size and shape, bones are classified into the following 4 types, that is long bones, short bones, flat bones, and irregular bones. Then a severe accident may lead to a broken bone, especially bones in the legs or arms, and this broken bone is known as a fracture. A fracture in the bone can be identified by an imaging technique that uses X-ray. X-ray image helps to identify the exact spot where the bone is broken. Then joints are defined as the places where two or more than two bones are connected to each other. A type of connective tissue known as ligament is present at the joints, connecting two bones at each other. Joints can be classified as movable joint and immovable joint. And movable joints are further classified as hinge joint, ball and socket joint, and gliding joint. Students, here is an assignment for you all. So the first question for your assignment is fill in the blanks. For that, the first question is, the biotic component of bone is dash. So the answer for this is yes, bone cell. So the biotic component of bone is bone cells. Then the second question, the type of joint that allows 360-degree movement is called dash joint. Yes, correct. The type of joint that allows 360-degree movement is ball and socket joint. Then the second question for the assignment is underline the correct word. Now students, here two words will be given. So you have to underline the correct word. So for that, the first question is, breastbone is an example of long or flat bones. So from this long and flat, which word is the correct word? Yes, correct. So breastbone is an example of flat bones. Then the second question, hinge joint allows movement in an angle of 360 degree or 180 degree. Yes, correct. Hinge joint allows movement in an angle of 180 degree. Then students, the third question for your assignment is, you have to match the number of bones in group A with their respective part in group B. So in group A, we have 33 bones, 22 bones and 25 bones. And in group B, we have skull, rib cage and spine. So 33 bones are present in spine, 22 bones are present in skull and 25 bones are present in rib cage. So here is the answer for you all. 33 bones spine, 22 bones skull and 25 bones rib cage. Thank you, dear students. I will be back with module 2 for the same chapter. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.